Good morning, guys, and hello to graduating seniors of the class of 2020. So excited for you guys. We're going to need you as it turns out these pandemics and some of these problems in politics, right? We're going to need the next generation of collaborative leaders and bad beeps like you guys. So just take a moment to listen to me here, right? Because it's Foundation 1440. Tips, tricks, and hacks to lead a huge life. And you guys aren't getting your commencement speech, which I think is pretty well boo. So I'm giving you a commencement speech a day. Tomorrow it's going to be the Big Daddy. I don't know what it looks like, right? Because like any good graduating senior, my best work is done under pressure. So I'll write that speech tomorrow morning, minutes before I give it, right? So guys, I did do some research this morning. So I looked up the best commencement speeches ever. And the first one was Conan O'Brien. And I listened to it. And honestly, he had me just laughing out loud. My wife's sleeping in the next room. She's like, what are you in there laughing at, right? And then I'm Conan O'Brien. And I'm not sure he gave me any big like life lessons to give you, at least in the part of the speech I listened to. So then I flipped over right to Steve Jobs, right? The guy that started Apple. And I think knowing his speech in 2005 to, I think it was Stanford, made a little more sense, guys. So I just want to talk to you about this. And one of the things, Steve Jobs told 3 stories during his commencement speech. The first one was on connecting the dots, guys. And just here's the thing about connecting the dots of your life. It's easy to stand on the stage and look backwards how you got to where you were, right? And so what he said about connecting the dots is trust in your intuition. Just keep going till you find the right thing for you, right? And one day you'll be able to look back and connect the dots. So the first thing he said in the first story he told was just about he dropped out of college. And once he dropped out of college, then he could go to college for free and just go to the classes he wants because he was just sneaking in there, right? And he went to a calligraphy class. And that is how the Macintosh and Apple came up with all the different type fonts. We may never have had that, right? If Steve Jobs hadn't failed forward, dropped out of school to save money for his parents because he didn't know what to do, and he just had faith it would work out. So have faith, guys. One day you'll connect the dots and it'll all work out. And then he talked about love and loss. He told a story about how he got fired from Apple, his own business at 30 years old, right? And he said sometimes you just need to fail forward, right? He said one of the most important things is you're not ready now. You're not even old enough or probably mature enough to know what it looks like. And even if you think you know what you're going to do, it may look a lot different when you get there, right? And that you fail forward. Each of the times you're like, oh, and you hit a wall and it wasn't it wasn't the right mix. You got to get yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. And you spend the rest of your life, guys, looking for the love of your life. And I'm not just talking about your romantic partner. I'm talking about your job and your career. Because when you love what you do, you'll put energy and faith and passion and grit into it, and you'll do your best work, guys. So it's about love and loss. You're going to love something. You're probably going to lose it and realize, hey, that wasn't quite it anyway. You dust yourself off and you go after it again. So I love that, right? When it comes to matters of the heart, you're just going to know about it. So don't stop looking for your love, both your romantic love and in your job. Don't stop. Never settle. And then the last one is if you live each day your last. Well, Steve Jobs was diagnosed with cancer, guys, and he was told to go get his affairs in order, right? And he started to go out and do those things. And he said, remembering that you're going to die is probably the best way that you can avoid the trap that you have something to lose. Guys, we're all gonna die. We're all headed to the same destination, guys. So don't let anything step in the way of going where you want to go, of doing what you want to do. And he asks a mantra that's so close to me, which is, whose life do you want to live? Do you want to live the life of your parents, or do you want to live the life for you? Are you gonna live a life by design or a life by default, guys? So finish my sentence for me, right? Money doesn't grow on. That's right. You made your bed, you get to, right? Go ahead and just cross your arms like you normally would, right? Now, uncross them and cross them the other way. See how it's just weird, right? That's because you were programmed to these things. That was the life somebody programmed into your head. And to go and change them and to chase and do what you want, sometimes you gotta uncross them and see what it feels like to do it the other way, guys. What I'm saying is, Whose life are you leading? Go lead the life you want to live. Yes, your parents are amazing. Yes, your grandparents helped you get where you are. Yes, there's all these expectations, and there's only one person that can chase their love, and that's you. So guys, commencement speech stolen fresh from Steve Jobs. I'd call it R&D, rip off and duplicate. Guys, if you can't listen to me anymore, pull up Steve Jobs. Conan O'Brien's pretty funny, right? Certainly you could pull up some of your heroes, right? But guys, congratulations, you're graduating. Connect the dots later, just have faith and lean in, right? Look for what gives you love, and because that'll give you passion and energy. And then finally, no, we're all headed to the same destination. We're gonna die. Whose life are you gonna lead? Lead a life by design and not by default. You guys are the collaborative leaders of the next gen. We need you. Get after it, guys. I love you. You're #JoyBroker.